Hi, I'm Dina Sowers, and I am a real estate agent in Southwest Florida. I wanted to talk about mosquitoes. If you live in Florida, or really if you live anywhere, mosquitoes are a problem. And today I have an expert on mosquitoes, and I would like to introduce you to him. This is Eric Jackson. Eric, what do you do and what makes you an expert?
Well, I wouldn't say I'm an expert, so that's nice. But I know a lot about mosquitoes because I work for the Lee County Mosquito Control District. So I'm the deputy director, but I handle the public relations and serve as the spokesperson for the district. The reason I wouldn't say I'm an expert is because I'm always learning, and we are always learning about mosquitoes. I may know more than maybe someone else you might talk to today about them, but mosquitoes are definitely a big part of life down here in Southwest Florida, whether we like it or not.
That is for sure, especially in the rainy season. Is it true that they're heavier in the rainy season?
There's no doubt. Yeah, we do have now in Lee County in Southwest Florida, we have mosquitoes year round, so we are constantly controlling mosquitoes. But there are much heavier times throughout the year than others. Our mosquito season really coincides with hurricane season. Right before we start to really get the rains that come in. For our rainy season, we start to get our high tides, and those high tides kick off the salt marshes that put out a lot of the salt marsh mosquito that can be a big nuisance to us. And then followed by the rains that start in June and July and carry us through the fall. So that's really when it is the busiest time. We have the most activity, but it depends on the year. I mean, we've had our mosquito planes out the week of Christmas. So it's just, it all is dependent on the weather and just what we're dealing with at that point.
Now, I met you at the farmer's market, and you guys were handing out free mosquito traps. Can you just tell me a little bit about the mosquito traps?
So following Hurricane Ian, there were a lot of people that were out of their homes, could not live in their homes, had set up tents and campers and things if they were fortunate enough to have something like that to stay in. I mean, Ian was a devastating storm that impacted us down here. And thankfully, there were a lot of organizations that came in to help. And one of those was a company called Insecto that donated, I believe, over 100,000 home mosquito traps throughout the storm affected areas of Florida. Lee County received, our district received 30,000 for us to distribute to the community. And what these are meant to do is help really protect against those container breeders that would be growing around homes with a lot of debris, with a lot of things left from the storm. There were lots of places for these mosquitoes to grow. So this trap would act as a container with an insecticide in it to lure the mosquito there to knock them down. Within 2 weeks, we were able to distribute about 20,000 of those traps. And then from that point on, after the storm, at outreach events, festivals, farmers markets, we've been pushing them out to people to use. And it's another tool that can be used to knock down the mosquito problem that might be around their homes.
So what other kinds of things can people do around their homes to control mosquitoes within their own little community?
So the most important thing, and this is what we talk about all the time, is education is a huge part of mosquito control. It's not just going out and providing the treatments for the larvae or for the adults, but educating people on ways to prevent those mosquitoes from growing around your homes. Anything that can hold water. It could be a plant pot tray, a bird bath, clogged rain gutters. Could be just any debris, palm fronds that you might have stacked up along the side of your house that can hold just a little bit of water in them, will grow mosquitoes. So the most important thing you can do is walk around your house and look for any areas, any water that could be collecting that is there for a period of time, and dump that water out. If you've got a container or anything that really doesn't need to be there, then get rid of it. Very often, when we receive a service request from a resident saying the mosquitoes are really, really bad, what's going on, our inspectors go out, our biologists go out to look at it at the scene, and really most of the time there is something around the house that could be growing them that the homeowner doesn't even realize.
So they're breeding their own mosquitoes.
Growing their own, in some cases, farming mosquitoes that are affecting other people in the neighborhood as well. So the simple act of going around and checking to make sure that you don't have that water there is a huge help. It's a help to the homeowner themselves, but it's also a help to our teams that go out as they're inspecting for those mosquitoes.
Okay, great. Thank you. That's great advice. This morning, I actually saw my husband had put like a bucket of sand. He's going to do some paver releveling. So he's got a bucket of sand out there. Well, we've had a lot of rain. So I had to kick it over because we had a little puddle of water at the top. I don't want to have a mosquito farm. That is not the kind of thing I want to grow. So I kicked it over and luckily the sand all stayed. It didn't even dump it, but I kicked it over and the water drained off the top and then put it back right side. But
yeah, even some of the size,
breed any mosquitoes.
Well, yeah, some of the size of a bottle cap can grow mosquitoes. So
wow. Oh my God.
So you go to throw your recycle bin, or a lot of times what we'll find, especially, this has a lot to do with with realty and with new construction, is dumpsters. When they've got the debris dumpsters and things like that, and just the construction debris that's thrown in, I guess you'd call it debris, that's thrown in these dumpsters, we're finding that the dumpsters are actually growing the mosquitoes because you've got these open receptacles that can cause a problem. Another thing we recently found is in new construction homes, and you know a lot more about this than me, but when they put in the showers and they put in the drains and everything, it's all open. There's water in that area. Those are actually growing as well until they can get everything sealed up and everything. So
and they do that as a test to
exactly
to determine if they have it watertight. So they fill up the tubs in these open homes that don't have any windows and doors and stuff. Yes, that's an excellent point. And I'm sure they do breed thousands of mosquitoes. So that's a bummer.
Once people are living in them, well, and that's the thing, because you've got these developments, where you've got people are living there, they're ready to go, they're already planting their trees and doing all that stuff, and then right next door you got a new construction going in, so then they have that there. So and it's a chance. We're a growing community, and it's great, and it's a benefit to the community, but at the same time there's some challenges that go along with it.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Well, thank you so much for the information. I really appreciate it. And now, if someone's having trouble, how can they get a hold of you? And, what sort of services do you provide?
So really, it's really simple. You go to our website, or you just Google Lee County Mosquito Control District, or lcmcd.org. And right on the front page, you're going to see a big banner that says Fight the Bite. You click on that banner, that's going to take you to a page of a ton of resources, everything from protecting your pets from dog heartworm to information on the various initiatives we have here, from our daily operations to even our sterile insect technique program, which is pretty interesting. And then also on ways that you can, like we talked about, ways you can prevent mosquitoes from growing around your house. But just underneath that banner on the front page, you've got two buttons. You've got a request service button, and you've got an areas of treatment. So those two buttons are probably the most clicked on of anything on our site. To request treatment, simple, click on that, fill out the fields, explain what's going on. You put in your address, your phone number, and then anything you can put in the notes regarding what you're experiencing, when you're experiencing it, where it always seems to be in the back corner by the pool that you're having an issue. As much information as possible, that's what our inspectors will use. And then the other valuable thing on that other button will tell you where we are going to be doing treatments in any given day. So that's changed daily. If we have something going out that night, we plan missions the day of to be as accurate as we can be. So the traps and the inspections that we do throughout the day help determine what's out there right now that we need to get. So you can click on that to see where we're doing treatments. Another thing you can do is follow us on Facebook or on Twitter. So our handle is Lico Mosquito. So it's easy to remember. Follow us. You'll see we also post every mission that we do on that every night mission that we do on that website. So those are ways you can reach out to us. Again, this is a service that is provided through our ad valorem taxes. So any property owner, you'll notice that when you get your tax bill, that you will see a line there for mosquito control. That's what we're here for. So use it. If you've got an issue with mosquitoes, definitely give us a call or go to the website.
Sounds great. Thank you very much. And now for the free traps, do you still have some of those? Where can people get those? Can you find out on the website?
We still have them. We're going out. We've been posting when we're going out to the various outreach events. So we've been hitting the farmers markets. In a couple of weeks is actually National Mosquito Control Awareness Week. Every day of the week, we're going to be in a different location throughout the county. So again, follow us on Facebook and you can see that. Now we have these as long as we have them, and once they're out, they're out. They are available for people to purchase if they're interested in them online through Amazon, but we don't sell them. But we'll keep giving them out until we don't have any more.
Sounds great. Thank you very much. And I'd like to encourage any of my neighbors who are watching to please look around your house, because your mosquitoes don't stay at your house. They're going to come to my house because they love me and I hate them. So please check around your house, check for standing water. Let's not be mosquito farmers. We don't want to breed mosquitoes. So make sure you check around your house. Thank you so much.
I also, if I can add that, especially with people new to the area that are moving in, that come from other parts of the country, this is you chose a great place to live. This is a beautiful place to live. However, you are going to be dealing with some mosquitoes at Southwest Florida. Don't hesitate to give us a call or reach out if you have questions about what we're doing or why we're doing it. I know when someone first moves here and they see our helicopters flying over at treetop level, flying over the marsh and doing treatments, they're thinking, what is going on? I've never seen that before. You can get a lot of information on our site, but if you have any further questions, feel free to give us a call.
Sounds good. Thank you so much, Eric.
All right. Thank you.